Have any of you ever been to heaven?
He asked.
No,
Replied Ayekata.
Well,
Continued Ajapa.
you see, heaven is very far away. Way, way beyond the clouds. Since none of you has ever flown beyond the clouds, you are bound to get lost trying to reach heaven. Once you are lost on your way there, you'll end up flying round and round and round the earth forever. But I can show you how to get there, if you take me along as your guide.
When Ayekata heard that heaven was way beyond the clouds, he became frightened, because none of the birds had ever flown beyond the clouds, and he imagined that heaven would be a very difficult place to find.
wait here, Ajapa, while I go and tell the birds.
Ayekata whispered, and off he flew. Ayekata flew straight to where the big birds were gathered, and asked them.
Have any of you ever been to heaven?
No.
They answered.
Why do you ask?
Well, because Ajapa said that heaven is very far away, on a very tricky path through the clouds. He said, the farther we fly, the more difficult it will be to find heaven. We'll end up getting lost, and once we're lost on the way there, we'll end up flying round and round and round the earth forever, and won't be able to return.
When the big birds heard this, they became frightened too, and asked themselves,
What shall we do?
Ajapa says he can lead us there safely if we take him along as our guide.
Ayekata replied anxiously.
Quickly, let's go and tell the others.
The big bird said. They gathered all the birds together, and the biggest bird, shaking like a leaf on a branch, said,
Listen, all of you. We hear there are dangerous thunderbolts, lightning, and other terrible wonders beyond the clouds on the way to heaven. It's so dark that we'll get lost and not be able to come back down to earth ever again.
All the birds, great and small, became frightened when they heard this, and they all agreed that Ajapa should be appointed as their guide to lead the way to heaven. After the meeting ended, Ayekata went back to inform Ajapa of the birds' decision to take him along as their guide to heaven.